Hi everyone, I hope you're really well. Today's video is well overdue to the point that I think I'm going to have to divide this into two videos because it is time for empties again, but this box that I usually use for my empties was full quite some time ago in my wardrobe. This has just got one type of empty in it right now. And I had to move on to putting everything into a carrier bag. So yeah, I don't think I want this video to be massively long, so I think I am going to divide it into two. Not quite sure how it's going to divide out, whether it's just going to be a complete random mishmash or whether it's going to be bath and body stuff and makeup and skincare or something. I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. So if you want to see what all this stuff is that I've got through since my last empties video, then you're in the right place, so just keep on watching. Like with most of my empties videos, I like to start off with the repeat stuff that I've mentioned probably every single time I've done an empties video. I've talked about it enough, so I don't like to dwell on it too much. So as you probably saw in this box, it's just basically full of Radox bath salts because it's cheap, it's efficient. I have been known to use an entire one in the bath, and I did spot the other day, I don't know how long it's been out, but Radox are now doing a better range. It's about £5 a pouch of stuff, and I was thinking about it, but I didn't go there. I just pick up this trusty blue original. It's thyme scented, but it's just very relaxing. It's not as coloured as it used to be. I feel like it used to make the water a lot bluer than it does now, which I quite like, to be honest with you. But I haven't been going to Lush, can't really afford Lush bath stuff anymore. And this is £1 a box, and it's nice, I like it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, as you can see, I like it. So if you're a bath fan and you like something a little bit herbal, relaxing, it's going to colour your water a little bit. I don't tend to use this on its own. I tend to chuck in a couple of other things as well, but I like it, cheap and cheerful. Right, next I'm going to dive into this bag I've got, and I did actually manage to remember to keep some Lush packages from Lush stuff that was gifted to me ages ago. I think I might have picked some stuff up at some point as well, but I did actually keep the packages. The only thing is, this first one I've pulled out doesn't actually have a label on it, so I don't know whether I was assuming I was going to be able to work out what it was from the smell alone, because it's been mixed in with a lot of other things now. But looking at the crumbs inside, I would say that that was a bar of Comforter, which if you're familiar with Lush, that's one of their oldest bubble bars, I think. It's quite big. It's about £4.95, so you can see the price comparison. But it does create an amazing bath. Pink, bubbly, gorgeous, smelling amazing. It's one of my husband's favourite ones from Lush as well. You can get 3 baths out of one if you really want to, but I prefer to just go straight in half and just have 2 amazing baths. So Lush Comforter. Oh, this one's actually got the sticker on it, which is always helpful. Monsters Ball bath. Now this was one of their Halloween ones. I don't really remember much about it, which makes me think it wasn't that exciting. It was a Ballistic, so it didn't have any of the bubbles with it. It was the one that looked a bit like Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc., except this was pink. Yeah, can't really tell you much more about it. It was okay. That's about all I can remember. Next we have got another one which hasn't got a label on it. That'll be my fault for not asking them to put them on there. I don't know what was in here because there are no crumbs. I think we'll just skip past that one because I have no idea. Another labelless one. Again, with not really any crumbs inside. And because they've all been in a bag together, they all smell the same. So this is going really well. Oh, this one does have a label. Which is really worn off. I know it's a bubble bar. I mean, to be fair, most of these will be bubble bars because they're my favourite things from Lush. But I can't read it because their labels really fade after a short amount of time. Nope, no idea. Right, I think I've just got one more of these annoying things from Lush. They're not annoying products. It was just stupid of me to not remember what they all were. And again, this label has completely disappeared. Oh, although that does actually smell quite strongly. And we have, I know exactly what this is. We have pinky purple crumbs in here. This was Twilight, a Ballistic. I don't tend to buy many Ballistics. I tend to prefer the bubble bars because you're getting the best of both worlds. Twilight is the exception to that rule. It's a beautiful Ballistic. If you like their, is it vanilla and tonka bean sort of scents that they put in Sleepy, and what other products does it go in? I can't remember now, but it's a very relaxing scent which is very strong on the lavender. And yeah, Twilight, absolutely love this. Oh, and also you can get the Twilight shower gel as well, which I was forgetting about. But super relaxing, makes the bath really pretty. Really like this one. This is a repeat purchase as and when I can actually go into Lush. Another one in terms of repeat products, I have two of these. I get this one the right way round. It's Simple, Kind to Skin Refreshing Facial Wash. I'm pretty sure I've got through quite a few more of these, but my husband uses it as well to shave with, and I think he just throws them out in the bin when they're empty. So there was probably more than this. Super affordable. It's very kind to the skin, very gentle. I just quite like using it actually in the morning because I tend to do more of a thorough cleanse in the evening when I'm trying to take everything off, like my makeup and SPF and all of that. Whereas in the morning, you kind of just want to wake your skin up a little bit, and if you've used some heavy duty stuff on your skin at night, obviously rinse that off, ready to put all of that makeup back on again. So this is what I tend to reach for in the morning. It's just really, really gentle, and my skin actually seems to quite like it. Although I have just discovered a skincare brand that my skin absolutely loves. It's quite expensive, but it loves. I don't think it will be replacing that necessarily in the morning. I don't know. We'll have to see what Father Christmas thinks of me this year, I think. Sticking with cleansers for a minute, I have this one from Earle, and it is their Cleanse and Polish. And this particular one was a limited edition in the scent Rose and Cedrat. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. I get stuff wrong all the time, but there you go. That's what it is. And I've definitely decided I don't like cleanse and polish. I know, I've had quite a few. I've gone back and forth. Some days I've really liked it, some days I really haven't. I don't think it's necessarily a particular variant of it. I have tried a few different ones, but even the original one I have found to be quite strong in terms of the essential oils that are in there, and I can see what people mean now when they're saying they don't like it because it's too much for their skin. I actually find that it more often than not will make my skin sting. I do have fairly sensitive skin, and I've just decided that as much as everyone else seems to love this stuff, I just don't. So I'm not going to be purchasing any more cleanse and polish. I think this was the last one I had to use up anyway, because I did go on a little bit of a Earle thing a little while ago. But yes, it's not a problem though, because I've found some other cleansers recently that I really like. So It's unfortunate, but it was just a little bit too strong in terms of the essential oils for my skin. Another cleansing product I have got here, because if you know me from the channel, you know that I love a good cleanser. I love experimenting with them so much, just mainly because I love taking my makeup off at the end of the day. But it is this one in this rather gorgeous bottle from Kiehls. This is the Midnight Recovery Botanical Cleansing Oil, which I think I have mentioned at some point in a different video. This was £16 for 85ml, so it's not exactly cheap, and I've always wanted to try this. There are a lot of people who are big fans of the Midnight Recovery range. They do like an eye cream. There's the what's it called, midnight concentrate stuff, like a serum-y thing, which I've used, which I do quite like. And I just, when I saw that they had a cleanser, like I said, I love cleansers, so I had to hop on it. And this was an oil cleanser, which I really liked. I like oil cleansers because they're very efficient at removing makeup, particularly if you wear fairly heavy duty makeup like I do. So I did really like this. The scent of it is lovely. It's very relaxing sort of scent. It's got squalene, evening primrose oil and lavender essential oils in it, and it is saying it's suitable for all skin types. It wasn't overly essential oily that made me react in the same way that I did with the Earle Cleanse and Polish. Would I get it again? Probably not, just purely because it is quite expensive. I don't know how that compares to a different brand that I'm probably going to be talking about a lot in just a second, but I have found a brand that I am just in love with. Wish I'd found out about them a long time ago, so that would be one of the main reasons why I wouldn't go here again, but I did actually quite like it. I thought it was a really nice oil cleanser. Got another couple of things here from Earle. I have got their Instant Boost Skin Tonic and their Eye Bright Soothing Eye Lotion. Now, there was a point in my life, and I forget how long ago it was, where I couldn't imagine my life without these products in them. I love the packaging. It's very sturdy, heavy duty plastic, although that does make me worry a little bit about how recyclable they would be. Largely not helped because of the fact that the packaging on both is very cool in so much as you can twist. Something always happens in an Empties video. You can twist the top up and you get this little nozzle out and you just dump out however much you want onto your preferred cotton round, cotton wool ball, whatever it is that you're going to do. And I have loved these for quite some time. This one particularly, the Skin Tonic, because the scent of it, as you may well remember, really reminds me of something my gran used in her skincare routine. I still don't know what it is, but it just brings back the most wonderful memories of my grandmother. However, I won't be getting either of these again. I did enjoy using them, and I particularly like using this one in the evening to soothe my eyes after taking all my makeup off, and then this one morning and evening, more so morning. I'd usually just put this all over my face. But more so in the morning, and I found that it didn't really react with my makeup, didn't leave my skin tacky like a lot of toners can. But like I keep saying, I have found another brand that I just have fallen head over heels in love with. So those are two other products that I probably won't be using again. Next up, I have this pot of face cream from Aurelia Probiotic Skincare. This is their Cell Revitalise Night Moisturiser. I also have a pot the same size, which is their Day Moisturiser. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too heavy and greasy for my skin during the day, so I'm currently using that as a night cream. But this night cream was nice actually. It was a pretty decent sized pot, which I think I picked up in like a kind of discovery kit pretty affordably. This was 20ml in here, and because it was a very rich cream, you didn't need very much at all to kind of cover your whole face. So I really liked that one. I felt like it was really feeding my skin, and I was waking up with just really nourished and healthy skin, which is basically exactly what I want from a night cream. So I did really like this one from Aurelia. Another night cream that I really like, that I have featured on the channel probably quite a few times, I think, is this one from Omorovicza. It's another teeny tiny dinky one, which I think I picked up from Unique's Pick and Mix service. But this is their Rejuvenating Night Cream, which I have spoken about quite a few times before. Don't be fooled by the fact that this is only 5 ml. This will last quite a while. I don't tend to use the same product on my skin at night. I'll kind of assess how my skin is feeling and what I want to put on it. So whether I want to really feed it with a really heavy duty night cream, whether I want to improve some of the pigmentation or scarring or something on my face, then I'll reach for a mask or something a bit more specific like a treatment or something. So I tend to switch things up every night or so, and this one, although it's small, did actually last quite a while. I've had quite a few of these pots, and I've got another one on the go upstairs right now, and it's just the most beautiful, buttery, creamy night cream that does disappear into the skin. It doesn't leave you with that heavy kind of, I don't know, claggy feeling or whatever, because I tend to do my night routine very early on in the evening, usually around like 7 o'clock or something, so it's really sitting on my face for quite a long time, and I really like this one. By the time I wake up in the morning, my face just kind of feels, I don't know, plump, juicy, healthy, gorgeous, and there's not really any trace of any kind of skincare on there at all, which is fantastic. You just wake up thinking and feeling as though, yes, this is actually how my skin is normally without any help at all. I have got a product here that finally has made it into my empties that goes right back to probably one of my earliest YouTube videos. So that is coming up for like 3 years or something, 2.5, 3 years, and it is this mask here from Peter Thomas Roth, and it's the very famous pumpkin enzyme mask. Now the reason why it's taken me quite some time to get through this is because I don't tend to use it religiously, regularly, say like monthly or whatever. I used to when I first got it, but I've got so many masks now that they're on this kind of massive cycle of me trying stuff, and I finally managed to get through this one. There's 150 ml in here. It's not the cheapest mask in the world, but what I really like about it is you can pop it on. It's got a chemical and a physical kind of exfoliating property to it, in so much as the pumpkin enzymes will eat away at any gunky nasty stuff on your skin, and then it's also got a physical grittiness to it as well, so that you're kind of feeling as though you're having a bit of a scrub too, which I know not everyone loves, but it's not like too scrubby that it would put you off. It's just the right level of scrubbiness. Now you do have to be a little bit careful with this because it's strong stuff, so take your time with it. Don't perhaps put too much on the first few times that you use it. Maybe don't leave it on for quite as long as you could build yourself up to. I usually leave this on for about 10 minutes or so, but it's a lovely face mask. I definitely pick this one up again. It just makes your skin feel glowing and healthy and just wonderful. I love it. I think I am going to wrap up this empties section with these last 2 products I've got in my hand. I still have other stuff to get through, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. But without any further ado, the brand that I really just want to spotlight for a minute, because I have just hopped on the bandwagon. I wish that I discovered this brand, and well, I knew about this brand, but it's a bit expensive, and it wasn't until I'd sort of really thought about it and saw that they had samples on Unique's Pick and Mix service, that's when I properly fell down the rabbit hole into Dermalogica world. And my skin absolutely freaking loves this stuff. So in my hand here, I have their multi-active toner. This is like a travel size one. It's a great way of trying the brand. If you've tried a couple of samples that maybe only last 1 or 2 uses and you're not quite sure, this is a fantastic way of trying it. There's 50 ml in here, and the toner is actually in like a pump spritz, which I was spritzing straight onto my face, but then I just got to the point where I was spritzing it onto a cotton round, and that was working for me really nicely. And this toner is the nicest toner that I have ever tried. When I used this, it made me think back to how I used to feel about the Liz Earle one, and realise that actually, other than the fact that I love the scent for my own personal reasons, it's just not the toner I thought it was. This toner is amazing. It definitely leaves no residue on the skin. It's got a nice subtle scent to it. It feels like your skin is feeling calmer and just happier the moment you're putting it on. I absolutely love this stuff, to the point that I have actually given my husband a list of what full-size Dermalogica stuff I want to get, and this is on there because I absolutely adore it and I do not want to be without it. And I'm pretty sure I've said that about other toners in the past, but this time the feelings are real and I can't honestly imagine it getting any better than this. It just makes my skin feel amazing. So the last product that I've got to talk about, as you probably spotted, is a little rippy packet from Dermalogica. I don't often include rippy packets because I don't really feel as though you can get a true sense of how something works from such a small size, but oh my goodness, every now and again you'll try something and your skin just sings. And this stuff, it is in no way cheap, no way. I think the full size of this is about £70. This is the Pure Night Power Bright TRX Night Cream. Sounds scientific. It does amazing things for the skin. My skin freaking loves this stuff. This is the best night cream I've ever used. I prefer it over and above the Omorovicza one, which I've loved for quite a long time. This is just fabulous. A little bit goes quite a long way, so this sachet did actually do me quite a few uses and I absolutely love it. When you put it on, you feel as though your skin is just kind of eating it up, like it's saying, oh, thank you so much for giving me this amazing thing that you're putting on right now. Where has it been all my life? And when you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself, I don't think that it's just like a trick or so, I don't know, but your skin actually looks better. Ever since I've been using the Dermalogica stuff that I have been using, because I have been using quite a few different things, my skin has improved massively. And when I started researching the brand, I started to look at some amazing before and after pictures, and I saw one just recently on their Instagram actually where they were kind of really impressing the point that with skincare, and if you have had skin issues in the past or you're currently dealing with skin issues, it's much more of a marathon than it is a sprint, and you need to be consistent with the products that you're using, which I really haven't been, to be fair, particularly since I started YouTube, because I just find myself wanting to try so many different things. But now I have stumbled upon Dermalogica and my skin loves it so much. My breakouts have really gone down. I get a few, mainly hormonal ones, around my chin area, but my skin is looking amazing. The pigmentation that I had on my forehead from the summer, that I get every summer, has really diminished. It's hardly visible anymore. I have got, I forget which side it is, but I've got an acne scar quite high up on my cheek, which has just been sat there for the longest time, didn't seem to be going. As soon as I started using Dermalogica stuff about a month or two ago, I think it was, I've really noticed an improvement in how that scar's looking. It's much smaller, and I don't think it's me just psychologically, you know, assuming that these things are happening. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm definitely noticing a difference, to the point that I'm actually using less makeup, which is what I've always wanted to achieve. I hate the fact that it takes me a really long time to get ready because I feel like I have to cover up so much, and the fact that I'm oily, so I feel like I have to powder a ton as well. If I could just really easily wash my face and just put on the most minimal makeup, I'd be really, really happy. And I'm convinced that if I just keep up with what I've been doing with Dermalogica, I will get to that point where I'll finally have the skin that I have wanted for literally my whole life, really, because I have really, really suffered with my skin. I'm not sure if I will ever have this particular product in the full size in my life. I'd love to think that I would at some point, because it is a gorgeous moisturiser, but it does have a massive price tag. But I kind of feel like with Dermalogica stuff, and I could be wrong, but this is just kind of how I feel. Unlike with some skincare brands where you look at it, the packaging's really fancy and there's big marketing around it, and you're kind of feeling like a lot of the money is going on the hype and the PR and the marketing and all that kind of stuff. With Dermalogica, I feel like all their packaging is very simplistic, which makes me think that perhaps a lot more of the effort is going into the product itself. So if something costs more, it could well be doing actual good, amazing things to your skin. And I've definitely noticed the difference since I've been using it. So expect to see me rave more about this brand in the upcoming months, years, however long it will be. And that is it for today's video. I think that's going to be enough for my empties part 1. I have got a lot of other empties to talk about, so if you want to see a bit more in terms of, I've got some hair bits, some more body bits, I've got a lot of makeup-y bits as well, which don't often go into empties. It takes me a while to get through stuff. So look out for part 2 with more of those kinds of things, and I will see you again soon. Bye!